Think back to a moment in your life that felt like a lucky break. It is easy to look at those moments and see them as random bits of good timing. That was the story of Esther. She was an orphan Jewish girl living in ancient Persia, being raised by her cousin, Mordecai. Then the king of Persia suddenly decided he needed to select a new queen. It was a rare and unexpected opportunity for anyone in the kingdom. Out of everyone, the king chose Esther. He placed the crown on her head and brought her into the palace. On the surface, this looks like a stroke of incredible luck. A young girl with no parents suddenly becomes the most powerful woman in the empire. Looking closer, we see that every detail of her life was being guided. God was arranging the pieces of her story, moving her into a very specific position. This placement served a purpose. God moved Esther inside the palace because a crisis was coming, and her people would soon need someone in that exact spot to save them. The threat came from a high-ranking official named Haman. He was a proud man who became furious when Mordecai refused to bow to him. Haman wanted revenge. He tricked the king into signing a decree to destroy the Jewish people throughout the entire empire. Mordecai sent word to the palace. He told Esther about the law and urged her to go to the king to beg for mercy for their people. This was a terrifying request. Persian law stated that anyone who entered the king's court without being called could be put to death. Absolutely no one was above this law. Esther felt the weight of the situation. Even though she was queen, she was facing a choice that could end her life. Bravery is often misunderstood. It is not the absence of fear, but the choice to do what is right even while you are afraid. Mordecai reminded Esther that her life had led to this specific moment. He suggested that she had been made queen for such a time as this. In Esther's story, we see the gods of her life connect to form a path. Her experiences as an orphan and her arrival at the palace gave her a perspective and a position that no one else had. She was the specific person required to do a job that no one else could do. Esther accepted her role. She asked her people to fast with her, and then she walked into the king's court uninvited. The king showed her mercy. Because she found the courage to act, the king listened to her, and the Jewish people were saved. Esther's story provides a pattern for your own life today. Your life is not a series of accidents. Your family, your school, and the neighborhood where you live are all part of a plan for you. You will see moments where you are needed, like sitting with a classmate who is lonely, or speaking up when you see someone being treated unkindly. In those moments, you might be the only person who can reach that specific heart in a way they can understand. Helping others in these situations still takes the same kind of courage that Esther showed in the palace. You don't have to find that bravery on your own. God will help you when you choose to act. Look around you today. Pay attention to the people in your life and the work that only you are positioned to do. Like the queen who saved her people, you are exactly where you are supposed to be for such a time as this.